In this video, we'll talk about the current industry viewability standards and how it is measured. The Media Rating Council, MRC, has set a viewability standard definition for advertisers and publishers to understand how the viewability metric works and how it is measured. Under their lead, for an ad to be considered viewable, desktop display ads must have 50% of the ad in view for at least 1 second. Desktop video ads must have 50% of pixels in view for at least 2 seconds. Larger desktop ad units with sizes of 242 by 500 pixels and larger must have 30% of pixels in view for at least 1 second to be viewable. The MRC also proposed the same viewability standards for mobile ads. At least half of the ad must be viewable for 1 second for display ads and 2 seconds for video ads. With that said, viewability standards and metrics are still constantly evolving and undergoing improvements. There is still no consistent viewability standard for custom ad units. For example, ad vendors and platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn uses their own methods and technologies to determine whether an impression meets the viewability criteria or not. As an advertiser, you must stay informed and educated on the viewability standards being utilized by your ad vendors. Before you start paying for any advertising campaigns, make sure to choose an ad vendor that utilizes ad measurement metrics that matches your expectations. Now that you know the industry standards for viewability, here is how to measure viewability rate. Viewability rate is an advertising metric that defines how many ad impressions on a site are actually viewed by users. Viewability rate is expressed as a percentage. So to get the viewability rate, simply take the total viewable ad impressions, divide it by the total measured ad impressions, then times 100. Ads with 70% viewability or higher are reported to perform better in terms of click-through and interaction rates. This shows that the IAB is spot on when recommending the viewability standards of at least 50% of the ad being in view for at least 1 second. Because of the technology limitations we have today, it's not reasonable to achieve 100% viewability in ad campaigns. There are too many inconsistencies happening in high-impact ad placements such as page takeovers, roadblocks, and customer placements which are not consistently measurable. Viewability is a growing metric being adopted by more and more advertisers. What's important for you as an advertiser is to work with the right partner or vendor that follows the IAB's recommended viewability standards and is transparent when it comes to reporting data measurement. Visit mobileads.com to know more about our interactive mobile advertising solutions.